This is the court. Nyarlathotep. It's written by H.P. Lovecraft. Nyarlathotep, Crawling Chaos. I am the last. I will tell the audience void. I do not recall distinctly when it began, but it was months ago. The general tension was horrible. To a season of political and social upheaval was added a strange and brooding apprehension of hideous physical danger, a danger widespread and all-embracing. Such a danger may be imagined only in the most terrible phantasms of the night. I recall that the people went on with pale and worried faces. They whispered warnings and prophecies which no one dared consciously repeat or acknowledge to himself that he had heard. A sense of monstrous guilt was upon the land, and out of the abysses between stars swept chill currents that made men shiver in dark and lonely places. There was a demonic alteration in the sequence of the seasons. The autumn heat lingered fearsomely, and everyone felt that the world and perhaps the universe had passed from the control of known gods or forces to that of gods or forces which were unknown. And it was then that Nyarlathotep came out of Egypt. Who he was, none could tell, but he was of the old native blood and looked like a pharaoh. The Felican knelt when they saw him, yet he could not say why. He said he'd risen up out of the blackness of 27 centuries, and that he had heard messages from places not on this planet. Into the lands of civilization came Nyarlathotep, swarthy, slender, and sinister, always buying strange instruments of glass and metal and combining them into instruments yet stranger. He spoke much of the sciences, of electricity and psychology. He gave exhibitions of power which sent the spectators away speechless, yet which swelled his fame to exceeding magnitude. Men advised one another to see Nyarlathotep and shuddered, and when Nyarlathotep went, rest vanished, for the small hours were rent with the screams of the nightmare. Never before had the screams of nightmare been such a public problem. Now the wise men almost wish they could forbid sleep in the small hours, and the shrieks of cities might less horribly disturb the pale, pitying moon as it glimmered on green waters gliding under bridges and old steeples crumbling against the sickly sky. I remember when the author came to my city, the great, the old, the terrible city of unnumbered crimes. My friend had told me of him, and of the impelling fascination and allurement of his revelations, and I burned with eagerness to explore his utmost mysteries. My friend said they were horrible and impressive beyond my most fevered imaginings, that what was thrown on the screen in a darkened room prophesied things none but Nyarlathotep dared prophesy, and that in the sputter of his sparks there was taken from men that which had never been taken before yet, which shewed only in the eyes. And I heard it hinted abroad that those who knew Nyarlathotep looked on sights which others saw not. It was in the hot autumn that I went through the night with the restless crowds to see Nyarlathotep, through a stifling night and up the endless stairs into the choking room. And shadowed on the screen I saw hooded forms amidst the ruins and yellow evil faces peering from behind fallen monuments. And I saw the world battling against blackness, against the waves of destruction from ultimate space, whirring, churning, struggling around the dimming, cooling sun. When the sparks played amazingly around the heads of the spectators and hair stood up on end, whilst shadows more grotesque than I could tell came out and squatted on heads. And when I, who was colder, more scientific than the rest, mumbled a trembling protest about imposture and static electricity, Nyarlathotep drove us all out, down the dizzy stairs of the damp, hot, deserted midnight streets. I screamed aloud that I was not afraid, that I never could be afraid, and that others screamed for solace. We swear to one another that the city was exactly the same, and still alive. When the electric lights began to fade, we cursed the company over and over again and laughed at the queer faces we made. I believe we felt something coming down the greenish moon, for when we began to depend on its light, we drifted into curious involuntary formations and seemed to know our destinations. We dared not think of them. Once we looked at the pavement and found the blocks loose and displaced by grass with scarce a line of rusted metal to shoe where the tramways had run. And yet we saw a tram car, lone, windowless, dilapidated, and almost on its side. When we gazed around the horizon, we could not find the third tower by the river, and noticed that the silhouette of the second tower was ragged at the top. Then we split up into narrow columns, each of us seemed drawn in a different direction. One disappeared in a narrow alley to the left, leaving only the echo of a shocking moan. Another filed down a weed-choked subway entrance, howling with laughter that was mad. My own column was sucked towards the open country. I presently felt the chill, which was not of the hot autumn. For as we stalked out the dark moor, we beheld around us the hellish moon glitter of evil snows. Trackless, inexplicable snows. Swept asunder in one direction only, where lay a gulf, all the blacker for its glittering walls. Columns seemed very thin indeed as it plodded dreamily into the gulf. I lingered back, for the black rift and the green-litten snow was frightful, and I thought I had heard the reverberations of disquieting wail as my companions vanished. But my power to linger was slight. As if beckoned by those who had gone before, I half floated between the titanic snowdrifts, quivering and afraid into the sightless vortex of the unimaginable. Screamingly sentient, dumbly delirious. Only the gods that were can tell. A sickened sense of shadow writhing in the hands that are not hands, rolled blindly past ghastly midnights of rotting creation. Corpses of dead worlds with sores that were cities. Charnel winds that brush the pallid stars and make them flicker low. Beyond the world's vague ghosts of monstrous things, half-seen columns of unsanctified temples that rest on nameless rocks beneath space and reach up to dizzy vacua above the spheres of light and darkness. And through this revolting graveyard of the universe, the muffled, maddening beating of drums and thin, monotonous whine of blasphemous flutes from inconceivable, unlighted chambers beyond time. The detestable pounding and piping whereunto dance slowly, awkwardly, and absurdly the gigantic, tenebrous, ultimate gods, the blind, voiceless, mindless gargoyles, whose soul is Nyarlathotep. Oh, you'd know if you'd read Amanda's Little Stories. No one reads that shit. I am attorney J. Mossberg Malgraves. I am former district attorney for Mossberg County. Currently working in the legal department at Amanda's job, Desert Salt LLC. We don't actually see each other a lot. No. I am the lover of the one you call San Ruby. I still call her Luce Grezzi and Pastore. She's had many names over the years. That one's mine. I'm gonna be totally honest, I don't know why you watch Amanda. I don't know who this shit is supposed to appeal to. I was combing through her files, combing through her all the stuff she's got here on this computer. She's out with Luce right now. She apparently Luce isn't doing too well. She went out to the cave to sit with her. Yeah, I figured this would be a good opportunity. Grab her phone, you know. Legally, I'm allowed to go through her phone. Actually, uh, you should have read her workbook, her employee handbook a little closer. Past the part just about how many days off she can take without getting fired. You're very close, Amanda. Like you've got some that roll off in like a month, but you're very close. Don't get sick. Well, there's the part about if you bring your phone or your device to the job site, we do have the right to search it. We have the right to go through it. Because there are company secrets, right? We want to make sure that you're not sharing any company secrets, anything private. So it's my right to go through here. It's my right to go ahead and take a look through. Maybe give this whole streaming thing a shot, see what Amanda does, if it might compromise her position or our position. I mean, I'm the one who's in control here. And I will be until Amanda gets back. If she gets back. Bitrate is going down a little bit. We'll turn off the webcam. You saw what you need to see. There we go. Turn off the track. You may be able to fix things. There we go. Breaking your merchant. I don't fucking care. I'm gonna see how Amanda does this. Got this visual novel for $1. It'd be like 20 minutes. Should be Halloween across the United States right now. Across the entire United States. You've gotten your Halloween content. The hilarious thing is Amanda's the one who's going to get scared when she wakes up if I decide not to private this or delete it. Make sure none of you tell her, right? This be our little secret. Nobody watches her shit anyways. Okay, so I think the novel's up. Is it game capture? Specific window. Executable. Not showing up. Oh, they expect some 99 cent. Visual novel. Oh, there it is. So, I was looking for a game because Amanda's got like $14 left. She got a couple other games apparently. After she said she wasn't going to get any more, she got a couple more. Because of course she fucking did. Complaining about not having enough money. Because they could keep cupping her out when she keeps buying Steam cards. Besides the chat box. Just in case anyone is stupid enough to contradict anything I say. So this is... The reviews say that this is like 20 minutes. I am the prosecutor. No evidence, no problem. It's got tomboys, it's got time choices. You little shit. Huh, Mommy? What's wrong? What did I do? Don't talk to me like that, you fucking mistake. You know what you did. Embarrassing me in front of everyone like that? What the fuck is wrong with you? I assume Amanda heard this a lot growing up. Mom, you're scaring me. I don't know what you're talking about. Please tell me, what did I do wrong? Ow, ow, stop. Please stop hitting me. Fuck you, you're such an annoying. Ah, Mom, stop. Mommy, it hurts. I'm sorry. Please stop hitting me. There's supposed to be some kind of content warning on this for this type of content. Stay in the fucking closet. I'm locking it too. Think about what you've done and maybe I'll let you out. Ooh, Mom, I'm sorry. Phew, it's the big day. I've been in this lobby before, but I can't help but feel a tad bit nervous when I'm here. Of course, it's only natural given the stakes here. But I should be okay. I believe in my client, and my client believes in me, and that's all I need. Speaking of my client, you nervous? I should be asking you that question. You're the one doing all the heavy lifting. I'm just here to stand there and tell my story. Ooh, yeah. Just remember what I told you. I know. Take the jacket off, dress like it normally would look, and look sad, but not too sad, otherwise the jury won't buy it. There you go. Got the whole witness thing pretty well. Well, I'm not going to bother doing different voices. I don't really give that much of a shit about this screaming thing. Well, it's just as you said, I'm just telling my story in a way that's easily digestible to the jury. But I know I don't show it, but I really do want to win this case. I know. We can't get your childhood back, now can we undo the pain you've been through? We can give you closure to help you move on. And really, that's all I could ever want right now. Closure. Closure's a fucking myth. Much needed closure. So I can move on with my life. I don't care if whether it's 5 years in jail or a $5 fine, I just need to win this for myself. And we'll do just that. The defense doesn't stand a chance. About me? Eek. Well, I didn't mean to scare her. That is not a regulation outfit. Jesus. Please tell me the mother's anywhere near here. Relax. I know they'd rip each other's throats the moment they see each other. And then I wouldn't get paid. Ooh, how sad for you. I should be saying the same thing, but unironically. Is she wearing pants? Is this that kind of visual novel? I mean, what were you thinking taking on this case for free? Now your whole business is going to be run over by freeloaders when word gets out you did this pro bono. Everyone is entitled to their own attorney. It's the right to an attorney. It doesn't have to be a good one. Of course, your whole plan was to lose this case. That case, I can't figure out your end game. Very funny, but I think it's going to be rather open and with this law and order. This is not. Which is good for me, but not for you. Is that so? Went over this case with the daughter, and oh boy, let me tell you. It's no problem. I've been over this case with the daughter, and oh boy, the jury is not going to side with the mother on this one. What's more, if she said about her mother's true, the pressure in her clap will explode in court. That's not how it works. You're the one who should be worried. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. I'm the one making over $100 per hour as we speak after all. You know, that's fair enough. Glad you have your client's interest at heart here. Oh, by the way, we're still going to play around here, same time as last week? Of course, if I get Pretender, you bet I'm going to kill the first cabinet and friend you for it. Now, that would be amusing to... Are there Please don't write too many in-jokes into your creations. No one's going to fucking get it. Oh, looks like the trial's about to start. You should go ahead first. I'll go get the mother and meet you in court. Yeah, thanks. Sophie, it's time to get in. What's wrong? Is she your girlfriend? I saw the way she looks at you. Please don't tell me the only reason you took my case is so you can let her have an easy win in court. Whoa, that's... I'm not gonna blame her if she's still grieving or emotionally compromised, but it's nothing like that. Please don't think that way. Trust me, I want to tear her and your mother down in court as much as you do. I believe in you, and I believe in this case. But you know I'm going to do absolutely everything in power to help you win. Well, alright. I'm sorry I kind of assumed the worst possible situation sometimes. Get really defensive as a result of that. It's quite alright, I understand completely given the circumstances. At any rate, we got this. My mother doesn't stand a chance against us in court. That's the spirit. Neither does the defense lady either. Let's head to the courtroom and show them what for. Also, I'm pretty sure she's not wearing underwear. Okay. Alright, just get in here. Alright, here it is, Sophie, the day we've been waiting for. I've never been in a courtroom. Is that us? That's supposed to be us. Oh, he's got the gray eyes. What do you think of the place? It's so realistic. It's nothing like the video games. I swear if we get too many Ace Attorney references, I'm gonna fucking bear. Is that the prosecutor's side right beside us instead of across the room? It would be hard to hear them if they were that far away. Unless, of course, they shouted all the time. I guess that would get tiring. Judge looks a lot younger than I thought. She's very good at her job and has quite the temper, too. Here, check this out. I'm quite sure that's not an official thing. Well, it's nice to see you again, Owen. Good to see you again, well, Miss Highsmith. Call me Miss Highsmith again. You're going to crush your fucking balls with a gavel and rip off your piercings slowly while your mother watches and shove your entire... There we go. That case is over. Rather disbarred for improper conduct. Showing bias immediately. Making physical threats towards one of the attorneys before the case has even started. She needs to be taken off the bench. Yes, Your Honor. You know funny business with her, huh? Yep. Thank you, Owen. At any rate, it seems the defense has arrived with the defendant. It's good to see you, Miss Highsmith. Good to see you too, Avery. Okay, so she did not threaten to take Miss Avery's balls off. So there's pretty clear bias right here. I would go ahead and bring her up against the committee. Go ahead and get a change of venue, maybe. Oh God, it's my mom. Hard to even have her in the same room. But if all goes well, it'll be a short while before you never see her again. I guess we can start now. Wait, Your Honor, I don't know how this works. Could you please explain it to me? Certainly. The defense will start off with the opening arguments. Prosecution has 30 seconds to come with the count. That's not how it works. The prosecution's supposed to go first, then the defense. Depending on how good the counter argues, you'll either increase or decrease the chance of the jury. I don't know why I'm trying to apply real life logic to this. This is video game logic. You'll know the current standing jury via the status above. Thank you, Your Honor. What happens if the prosecution doesn't answer within the time? Like that'll ever happen. Happen you may declare mistrial due to your lawyer's incompetence, you'll be given time to get a new one. I think I understand. Thank you, Your Honor. No problem. Okay, so that we're ready to begin now. So this is just like basic reading comprehension, or are they gonna be some like what? Can I just save now? Save it. Just in case. Prosecution ready? Yes, prosecution ready, Your Honor. And is the defense ready as well? The defense is ready, Miss Highsmith. I don't see any pants. Great, now we may begin. Is there a way to make the mouse pointer not appear? It's starting to annoy me. Guess not, I guess it's part of the room here. Today we're gathered today for Sophie Robinson, who was trying to forget her mother, Robin Robinson. Starting with the prosecution, making Dory Steckton's known to the jury. Thank you, Your Honor. Prosecution argues that both the mother abused her daughter. So it is reading comprehension. If you can remember, her mother's been severely abusing her, and that's putting it mildly. To say the least, the mother has starved her, beaten her, locked her in small rooms, gaslit her, mocked her into sleep, took control of her possessions, secluded her away from her friends. So, Sophie's childhood and teen years were in essence completely ruined. She's been put through absolute hell. She developed several emotional problems that carry her through the rest of her life. It's possible to take back what's already gone. We can punish the one responsible for all this. We can give her much needed closure. She may hopefully live a normal life in her adult years. Nicely put. I couldn't have said it better myself. I did tell you I'm with you on this one after all. Defense, you may now proceed with your statement. Thank you, Miss Highsmith. I speak for both myself and the defendant when I say this. We're very sad the daughter feels this way, and we wish it didn't come to this. While it's very sad that the daughter has decided to press charges against her mother, the truth is clear. The defense pertains to the position of my client, Miss Robinson, has done no lasting harm to her daughter in any way, shape, or form. Sure, it's entirely possible that the mother may have scolded her daughter a handful of times in her life like any good mother would. But certainly she has done nothing to cause any lasting damage or anything worth pressing charges over for that matter. Okay, well that's bullshit because, like, he threatened to rip his balls off. Sorry, Your Honor. So it's completely flawed because whether it did abuse it, but the evidence has provided no evidence to support such a thing. But to reclaim the burden of lies, proof lies on the defense. Actually, there is. I don't know why I keep trying to correct this. Couldn't be more wrong. God, Owen, are you okay? Not really, no. Defense, you got anything to say? Well, this is what secondhand embarrassment feels, so that was the wrong choice. So, rather do like our witness to testify on the stand, being none other than Sophie herself. I'm 5 minutes away from here. Wow, what a bold move. Let's see if it pays off. Sophie, are you ready to testify? Of course you are. Come to the defense, you try to literally pick you apart, just don't let it get to you. Hard to recall those memories as your mother, but I'm right here behind you, just do your best. Remember what I told you? Look sad, but not too sad. Speak in motion, but don't lose control of yourself. And yeah, I get it, Ellen. Don't worry about me, I'll be just fine up there. Just make sure you give the defense word for it. Of course. You got this, Sophie. I was thinking and remember, for reasons absolutely unknown to me, my mother was severely abusing me, both physically and mentally. My mother's what you call a narcissist. She thinks very highly of herself. She thinks nothing is ever her fault, and something from her point of view ever goes wrong, well, you can guess who she's playing. Thing is, she'd lash out at the absolute most minute things, so I didn't dare to give a second glance. The only sin was because it messed with my mother's ideal, perfect world. Good, I want to know what things this. The exact same face for the past 25 minutes now. Supposed to lash against Sophie at any minute now. Even at the slightest provocation, my mother would starve me, verbally abuse me, physically harm me, and at times lock me away in a room with nothing in it for hours on end. I could never begin to guess what I did to deserve this until, of course, she reminded me only after the abuse took place. You know, a lot of places the rules of family court are different. I remember one time when I was only 11 years old, my mom came bursting down the door in my room, started yelling at me over something I said. Then she proceeded to hit me over and over and over. Afterwards, she then locked me in the closet with nothing in it for hours on end. What did I do to deserve such a punishment, according to my mother? Dropped a piece of fruit I was trying to eat while my mother was talking to friends in the living room. This made the guests laugh and took a brief pause from the conversation they had with my mother. According to the mother, I embarrassed her this way and she took it with laughing directly at her. I know it sounds just as ridiculous to you as it did for me, but this is someone's therapy session, I'm pretty sure. But my mother would constantly remind me of that single incident I bring up at the most random times. Constantly say how it was my fault and how embarrassed her and made friends think less of her, how it greatly affected her life and mine. Eventually, she kept drilling this into my head, and I eventually believed her. It was my fault that as her punishment she would give me. How no one would like me, and I should be grateful my mother lets me even live with her. Over a damn piece of food that everyone's forgotten mere seconds later. It's one of many examples of my mother turning the most minor of incidents into character-defining moments. Character-defining moments. What? Now that I'm older, I understand. My mother is very clearly sick and unwell in the head. She needs help. We owe it to her and the world to give her the help she desperately needs to our justice system, and you guys have the power to do that. Well, that's not... I don't think he asked a single fucking question. She's just one-locking up there. That's all I have to say. Very well done, Sophie. Even tears of some of the jurors' eyes. There's no way the defense can ever recover from this. The witness testimony concluded. Does the defense have anything they would like to add? Several things actually, Miss Highsmith. While the daughter has indeed given quite emotional testimony against my client, there are several holes in her story. What? Are you saying I'm making this up? Not at all. I'd like to explain to the court a few things for me. If I may, Miss Highsmith. You may. What are you doing? Relax, I'm not... Oh, she is wearing pants. I'm not going to touch you. Sophie, how much do you weigh and how tall are you? What kind of question is that? I'm not answering that. Spencer's really trying to dig into her skin. Is lady legit? Could be objection irrelevance. Benjamin, despite her grand claims lying there for the mother appears completely She's a perfect weight for her age. I don't see any stunted growth, and most importantly, there's a single visible scar on any part of her. That's because I don't know about you, but I gotta say it would be really hard to abuse someone for entire life and not leave visible much. There are ways. There are ways. Yet again, the witness seems perfectly fine. Why I'd say she seems generally smarter and stronger looking than any other woman her age. I gotta say, whatever mother was doing, she seemed to have worked out perfectly. This is someone's therapy session, I'm pretty sure. I'm not gonna shit on it. To me, it's clear the bird did not only abuse her, but raised a perfectly healthy, intelligent girl that the daughter should be grateful for. How dare you? Oh god, this looks bad. I better jump in right now. No further comment. Hold the fuck up. Watch your fucking language. 1,000 apologies, sure. See how quickly I can think on my feet. The defense is wrong because... badgering the witness, yeah. But the defense is trying to agitate the witness. Is bad. So, saying mean things. Why is he standing on the chair? They do not intention to hurt the witness in any shape or form. Really ask a question from my client's point of view. The witness's response is entirely out of my control. That's... I'd bring them up again. In fact, the blame lies with the defense for not adequately coaching and teaching sorely with regards to how things are run in the court. In short, I'm just doing my job. Prosecution is it. So Rob's decides that every time I agitate so which penalizes the defense. Yeah. Better. Sorry, Sophie. Does have anything to add? That's all I need to say, Your Honor. Subway from the witness stand. Thank you. Anything to add? Absolutely, Your Honor. You've heard from the prosecution. I think it's time to hear my client's point of view. Told the mother, Miss Robinson, to the stand. Perfect. That's something. Get your mother absolutely fucking mad. Her reaction was that is literally what she was accused. He was accusing her of. That is literally. Just making me sick. No, you're not supposed to encourage your client to jump in it. That's not how court works. They still be designed to make her mad, so it won't matter really. That is literally what you just accused them of doing. My name is Robin Robinson. I'm a gym teacher at the same school my daughter went to. See that I love my daughter more than anything in this world. Truly sure that she feels this way. Damn, her face moved once. Be a perfect time. Fuck it. I mean, I wasn't expecting law and order. The game froze. Game froze. Fuck it.